When it comes to buying or selling a home, it can seem like a lot more trouble than it's worth. But fortunately, that's not always the case. Trends and fads may come and go, but information technology is here to stay. Every home has its ups and downs, but meet the man who's seen them all. Radio is an age-old medium that stood the test of time. Meet the station that embraces the future of broadcasting. Do you believe in the separation of church and state? The SSA aims to leave religion at the door. Known as the Party of the Elephant, college Republicans are making UWF their stomping ground. When it comes to buying or selling a home, it can seem like a lot more trouble than it's worth. But fortunately, that's not always the case.
I came to Pensacola as a professor at the University of West Florida, and I started investing personally in real estate. And as I started investing in real estate, I found out it was a very interesting profession. And when I left academia, I went into investing in real estate first, and then I became a real estate professional, and then went on to become a broker. So I personally am the broker and owner of my company, and I also have a property management company. Gulf Coast Home Experts is what I consider a boutique company, meaning it's small. I have a very small number of agents that I personally work with regularly, from helping them write contracts to helping them show properties to training them to be successful in the field. So not being a franchise business, I'm the one-stop shop, as you would say, and I enjoy the involvement with my agents as a team. So we really are very team-oriented in our office, and we each have our, I would say, our strengths and weaknesses, and because of that we're able to actually close a lot of deals and help a lot of people find houses. But the whole concept of real estate agents get paid more than they're worth is totally false. We bust our butts to make sure that you get the best home for your dollar and that you also make the money off of the sale of the home.
With any deal, big or small, Gulf Coast Home Experts meet the needs of Pensacola area residents. I'm Dylan Allen reporting for Argo News. Trends and fads may come and go, but information technology is here to stay.
What we do here at Digital Boardwalk is we sit down as a group, as an entire global group. So we're constantly developing, we're constantly innovating. My experience in IT is this: if you're not evolving and you're not staying one step ahead of everyone else, you're going to die on the vine and you're going to go away. That happened to me at one point where I had an IT business that I have since sold. This business was designed in the back room of one of those stores. If I have customers all across the country that we're delivering stellar 5-star services to, and that money comes back here to go in and pay these engineers that work out of Pensacola, they're going to spend that money elsewhere in Pensacola. They're going to help other local businesses, they're going to go to local concerts, they're going to go to the local ice cream shop. Wherever they go, they're putting that money in other people's pockets, and that money helps the local economy. That's my thought process on it, and that's why we built the model the way we did. The flip side to being an entrepreneur is you have to be willing to take huge sacrifices. You can't just look at the money that's coming in every single day and just focus on material things. You have to focus on what you want, and if what you want is the larger outcome, you have to take the sacrifices, not just for 1 year, but maybe many years. I did. I lived in a tent.
Times might be changing, but Digital Boardwalk is leading us into a smarter future. I'm Dylan Allen reporting for Argo News. If there's anything more American than Disney World, apple pie, and baseball, it's peaceful protests.
Yeah, I'm an immigrant that came in the United States too as an immigrant, and then I came here, I got married, I got my papers, I work, I pay taxes, and then I integrated in all the community, white, black, Hispanic, and then that we make America the best place to live because everybody is mingling. This is the best country in the world. I live in 3 continents. Africa, Europe, and America still the best place. But these days, we don't know what's going on, why there's so much separation, division. You know, children are here struggling. They're thinking that their parents will be taken in the middle of the night. That's why we're here to support them. Today I came here because my friend called me. She said they was having a manifestation and there's so much deportation going around. And a lot of my friends, the people that came here just looking for work and to provide for their children. And those children now, they're so afraid and they tell me they cannot go to sleep. They think they're going to come and take their parents at the middle of the night. And the only thing their mother did wrong is just to come here to get a job, work, provide, and they pay taxes. So when I came here today, I saw more people. They're like, we're happy for you guys to be here. You will see maybe 1 or 2 that hate the crowd, but most people they hung like, okay, we with you, we stand with you.
For as long as the First Amendment stands true, these protesters will continue shaping the future they want to live in. I'm Dylan Allen, reporting for Argo News. Radio is an age-old medium that stood the test of time. Meet the station that embraces the future of broadcasting.
If you look at how many people listen to radio, we haven't seen the stagnation and loss of audience that commercial broadcasters have. There's been a pretty sizable loss of audience for standard terrestrial broadcasters because people are spending more time listening on their computer, on their app, on their phone, that sort of thing. So there is a loss in the traditional sense. Now, the other side of that is that we're still generating content. In fact, we're generating, and I say we, I mean the whole broadcasting industry, we're generating more content than we ever were because we've got more places to put it. We've got the streams, and we've got additional HD channels that we need to fill up, and we've got web pages we need to fill up. So the way that we try and look at it is not that we have had a loss of audience, but that we have more venues to deliver the content that we're producing. When people think of radio, they might think of Howard Stern or Rush Limbaugh or some giant megastar. And you know, those guys are the equivalents to the Angelina Jolie or Mel Gibson or whoever your favorite movie star is. There's one of those and about 10,000 of me who just show up and do it like a job. And I think the thing that people don't get about what we do is that I always tell people it's kind of like an iceberg. The part that you hear is the 10% that you see above water, but the rest of it, there's a 90% support staff underneath that are making this all go. Somebody's got to keep the equipment running. Somebody's got to make sure the licenses get filed. Somebody's got to do our payroll. We've got to have staff to answer the phones. So in a sense, we're a business, and our product is, rather than widgets, we're making radio.
Be sure to tune in to 88.1 FM for a great listening experience. I'm Dylan Allen, reporting for Argo News.